Now we're live. Train wreck. Sorry, guys. I was sitting there talking the whole time, and I hadn't put myself in yet. So, there we go. So here we are with the stream. Hair's a little messed up. Oh, well. It's hat hair from all the Alaskan hats I've been wearing, so it is what it is. Let's see. Here we go. We got Alaska 1 Andy, 67 Rebel SST in the house. Booger Dog is here, trying to find 6.5 Grindle Brass. All right. Let's see. Some people are trying to get rid of some powder. I wish I could get it. Need is a strong word. Adam Hymas says, yeah, it's a strong natural desire, but not necessarily a need. Yeah, it's a need. John Favors here. Phaser. Brownies for my fat. Scott Leaper. American Fitness. Glad you can make it. What is up, everybody? Late night gun chat. You guys know we are just all about answering user questions. So answering user questions and what kind of questions do you have, topics you want to talk about, and those kind of things. You have to excuse my 8-month-old in the background because I've just been I've just decided you guys are gonna have to ignore it because he's getting to where he can do the whole house. Alfonso Garcia, sup from West Texas. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. All right. It was colder there a few weeks ago than it was here. Candelario Sanchez. Hello there, bud. Greetings from Edinburgh, Texas. There we go. Got some Texas in the house tonight. All right. As you know, they say Texas is, you cut Alaska in half, Texas will be the 3rd largest state. But what do I know on geography? This is not a show on geography, so there we go. So we got Texas in the house. Again, we just go real informal here. What do you guys want to talk about? And what are you guys up to tonight? That kind of thing. So we've been already talking about reloading. Seems like they're doing that. Yeah, federal gun control next week. You need to call your House representatives. There's a lot there that they have to that they're going to vote on. So, only thing important is north of the Red River. Oh wow, isn't that Oklahoma? Slav Guns is here. Good channel, y'all go check him out. All right, good. Taco, good. James Pugh is here. Hey Chuck, what are we talking about tonight? Not one more inch. Yeah, definitely not one more inch. We're not giving up one more inch. We're talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. That's all we always ever do is just talk about what you guys want to know. All right. So anyway, we were talking about reloading earlier. 67 Rebel AC SST AMC is getting rid of some powder if you need powder. So unfortunately, you can't bring it to Alaska because I need RL 22 and 25. So that's that. And so that's that. Hit the thumbs up, people. Absolutely. So just so everybody knows, we do have some t-shirts for sale. I should have that pulled up already, but I don't because I'm not very responsible. Apparently. So let me pull that up right now. Just pulling up my Instagram because I can find the link. So train wreck already. I know, guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and share my Instagram screen because why not? I had some good ones on there today. Yeah, I love putting my trolling comments up here on Instagram in case y'all didn't do it. Grammar. When comforting a grammar Nazi, always say there. So It's always good, but we do have new t-shirts coming up. Oh, that's this week's video that some people have already seen. There we go. New t-shirts available. Just come try your infringements. I wanted to put just come and try your infringements, but everybody told me to put just come try your infringements. And then I think it makes more sense with the and there. Or even just come up and try your infringements. But this is what everybody told me to put. So and then I got into a chat discussion, and Slav Guns goes, "Where's the and? Us people from the Northeast don't need the and." So that's that. And there's a link to them right here. So go ahead and put them in the chat. I have to sell at least 13 for them to print. So there's the link for them. But you guys can see right there, I've only got 9 sold. Only $20. Tried not to overcharge you. That's about the minimum I can make them. I could make them less, but then I wouldn't, I'd have to sell more. So appreciate everybody that's already bought one. See right there. So that's that on t-shirts. All right. So, all right. Saw a couple of questions I didn't get to right now. What are you using Rio 25 for? 7mm Remington Magnum. You just can't ship it to Alaska. Good luck. Kid is 8 months old, and yeah, he's a hoot. I love him. Yeah, if you need help, Adam's actually sent me 2 things in the mail, free of charge. Actually, he might hook you up. But Adam, thank you so much. You're Kramer Nazi. Yep, exactly. So that's that. Need to learn how to reload. Maybe you can tutor us on how to get started. I have all the equipment, just need to take the first steps to get started, but kind of worried to screw up. Read everything you can. Basically, it's best if you have a friend who knows what they're doing to go ahead and show you. Definitely is that there. So that's the best thing. I've been reloading for years, just single stage press. I'd have to do it all over again if I went to progressive press, but is what it is. I plan on going to progressive press for 223 and 9mm, because right now I'm doing 2,000 rounds of 9mm on a single stage, and half of it's going to Chuk, who did no work for it. So that's that. So, all right, let's see. What's up, Grizzly Crazy? So, yep, it's a t-shirt to support the channel. So, there you go. Thank you, Slav Guns. Picked up a nice toy today, Mossberg Maverick 88 Security. Got a lot of room because I had such a great deal, so I'm going to dress it up with the ATI stock pistol grip and anything else I can think of. There you go. There you go. Very good. Should put a compass where the end should be. Okay, gotcha. Yep, ordered 1 t-shirt last week. I appreciate it, Alaska one, Andy. All right, awesome. Love that age. There you go. What velocity are you getting with the 25? I haven't got 25 yet. I've only used 22. I haven't done the velocity yet. The accuracy was there. I mean, it was 4 degrees, and I was shaking pretty good, and it shot under an inch. So, you know, with a little any luck, it'll shoot better than that. Yep. So I haven't tried it yet. All I know is in the loading manual, the 25 is better for the 150 grain GMX I bought, and there's still a lot of those 150 GMXs around. So I wanted to try them and see how the 150 GMX does and compared to my Barnes LRX, which, you know, Barnes LRX is my go-to. But good. Chuk was busy perfecting his Kimber 338 Win Mag. He's going to be busy for a long time with that gun. Excuse me. Been reloading since I was 8, and now I'm 58. 50 years. You're not 58. I've seen your pictures on Instagram. You're younger than me, aren't you? Is that the same Grizzly Crazy? R4 Mississippi Thunder. Very good to see you, brother. He has a good little channel as well. Go check him out. So that's that. So go check him out. So again, I don't plan anything to talk about. We're all talking about what you want to talk about. But yeah, so I need the 150. I bought a box of 150 grain GMXs like an idiot. They had the 120 grain TTSX, which I plan on using in both 7mm mag and 7mm 08, since they were so accurate out of my 7mm Remington Magnum. Gosh, 0.34 inches. I mean, you can't beat that if y'all saw that video. And so that's that. Okay, that's your son. Gotcha. So anyway, so I bought the GMX thinking I could just load it with 4831, and I couldn't load it with 4831. So, if I do find a charge, it's not very fast. Like I expect that 150 to get 30, at least get 3,000, maybe 3050, maybe a max charge at 31, and I'll back it down to 3050. Of course, they test them in 24-inch barrels, and I got 26-inch barrels, so I'm gonna get that velocity. But it's just the reloader 25 is what gives me the most velocity. It's the only thing in the Hornady manual that goes up to the last line. So not here yet. There's a little bit of accurate and a little bit of reloader stuff at Three Bears the other night. But after that, it just got too expensive, and I couldn't afford much more than that. So the biggest thing with reloading is getting the powder charge right and making sure the round chambers before you leave the house. Absolutely. I have a set right here. This is 6.5 by 284 Norma. Very common caliber compared to 9mm these days anyway. I can actually find this before I find 9mm on the shelf. It's funny, right? Anyway, I actually had to resize the brass on these and pull the bullets and resize the brass 3 times because it's so sensitive. It was just an eighth of a turn off. The brass wouldn't shape right. So you learn these things. This is things like this one is a very, very uniquely shaped case. No other case is shaped like it. Even the 284 Winchester that it's made off of is a little slightly different shape because it has a slightly bigger bullet, 0.02 of an inch bigger or so. So that's that. Very good. And play War Thunder. There you go. Win at War Thunder. What is up, Armament Axes? Very good. All right. So that's one of the big things is make sure you set your seating die exactly right. And I always run my empty brass through my gun several times to make sure it feeds. And then I'll make a dummy round to seat my bullet. All right. And if you want to seat it to where it hits the, there's just off the lands, you can do that. I'll make a dummy round where I seat the bullet with no primer or powder in it. And I make sure that dummy round feeds. Sometimes I make 2 or 3 dummy rounds. Then I'll keep one dummy round and pull the rest of the bullets in the other dummy rounds just to make sure the rounds are going to feed okay. All right. So that's that. What's the hardest things to get up in Alaska? I'd say primers, but I picked them up recently. Powder, a reloader 22 and reloader 25. So that's that. That's the thing, though. Like that reloader 22, I need another pound of that because my 7mm Magnum likes it, and that's what's loaded in this 284 Norma, 6.5 by 284 Norma right here. Is reloader 22 in both of them. Pretty versatile powder. I know reloader 19 and 16 are also pretty versatile for your shorter calibers, but that's that. I have a Savage 99 and 284 Winchester with a Leupold M8 scope on it. Oh, nice. That's a sweet, sweet gun right there. That's that. South Florida there. Other things that are hard to get in Alaska right now are basically primers. Powder, if you go into stores on a regular basis, you'll find powder if you're open to different kinds of powder. Dyes can be hard to find. I think I got all the dyes I want right now. The only ones I'm really lacking are 357 Magnum, but Chook just bought those. So, and I got another buddy that has another 2 buddies or 3 buddies that have it. So it's like, And I don't really plan on reloading for 357 Magnum right away. I have some brass, but bullets. H110 powder is actually not that, but is what it is. So probably Primers are like gold these days. Yeah, so when I went in to buy powder last week, you could buy a pound of powder and 1 sleeve of primers for $7 for every pound that you bought, and you were allowed to buy up to 4 pounds. So the funny thing was, is I'm coming out with 2 things of IMR 4831 and some H4831, and I think it was hybrid V100 that I came out with, and I was allowed to buy a sleeve of primers each, but they didn't have any large rifle or large rifle magnum, so I bought small rifle. So here I got small rifle primers with no powder. That's good for those. Of course, I got benchmark at home. I'm still working on an 8-pound jug of benchmark, 2 pounds into an 8-pound jug of benchmark. So I think I'm all right there. I got some PLC2, and that's that. Yeah, you could actually sell primers for 1,000 right now for about $150. I might need to. I got some stuff I got to pay for. So, yeah, it's definitely a good thing there as far as primers. I've actually. So, tell me what y'all think about this. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, Brian. Oh, by the way, Brian, thanks for the heads up on the powder the other night at Three Bears. Yeah. So, looking for one more jug of AA number 9, but I got to wait till paycheck. So, or AA number 7, actually. So, let me know, Brian. Brian's been hitting me up on Instagram. Let me know where in the valley has powder. So, I appreciate it. So, we've been living vicariously through each other when we're not supposed to spend money. So, that's that. Yeah. I don't have a lot of primers. I have enough primers to get what I want right now. So, Adam, are you I guess you're a moderator so that you can put in that link. That's good. All right. So if they've got primers, good luck. I can't order primers online and have it shipped here. It's just like ammo. So that's that. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely that. Let's see. One company is selling Ginex unit small pistol primer, $60 per 1,000 and a 2-month delay. Yeah, wow. So I've actually been working on my small pistol brass, on my 9mm brass, and I think I've got more brass than primers and bullets. So I know I got 2,000 primers, and I know I've got 1,800 bullets. So hoping to, yeah, I've got all Hornady XTP to load up. Kind of loading up some SHTF ammo, and it's Chuk and I loaded it at 6.2 grains of HS6 for 124 grain, which is over what the Hornady manual says by a good amount. I think 5.9 or 5.8 is what it is there, but it's under what the Hodgdon manual says by a good amount, which is 6.6. So I was looking in the Hornady manual, and the AA number 7 probably will give us a little bit better velocity with the 124 grain. But I've got like 480 124 grains. I've got 500 115 grains. I got 600 of the 90 grain. That's all they had left one time on Brownells. Like, okay, I'll buy 90 grain XTP. Send that puppy at 1,400 feet per second. It get shallow penetration, but it's still a hole in you that you didn't have in you when you started. So it's a hole that God didn't give you. So, wouldn't want to be hit with it, that's for sure. So there you go. Primers are for reserve. Good way to look at it. Anyway, yep. Yeah, I've noticed that. The Hornady manual is always a little conservative. I've noticed that a lot, but that's okay. Better conservative than blow your gun up. I know the Barnes manual and the Nosler seems to makes things go a little bit better as far as reloading is concerned. So that's that. So good, yeah. So that's that. I do need to find some more 5.56 224 bullets of some kind. Prefer something in the 60 grain range. I was complaining I couldn't find any hunting bullets for the 6.5 by 284 Norma. I went in that Tuesday night to Sportsman's or Monday night or something like that. I just wanted to drive and get out of the house, and they had my 127 grain LRX that I had 500 of to load for the Creedmoor. So I bought an extra box to replace the box I actually started loading these with. So now I still got my 500. So yeah, Hornady is a good reloading manual. Yeah, it does vary by caliber. Yeah, but I've never. Yeah, you do have to tailor the load to your gun. That's for sure. So, but yeah, generally the Hornady manual is a little conservative. There are times where you can see the same powder in another manual, and the other manual has it hotter and higher. For actually sometimes not that much more velocity. So it just depends on what you're that. So, getting my 284 Winchester ready for mule deer load with a 175 grain noster accubond long range. That's a good for mule deer. That's going to be a nice setup right there. That accubond long range, I was really impressed with it. I've had a lot of people tell me it flies apart on the comment section, but it didn't in my tests. Not out of the 6.5 by 284. So what I like about the accubond long range is it actually opens up at slower velocities, whereas the accubond does not. Another one, a good one, and gosh, I lost the bullet from the test, and so I've got to go out there and refilm it. But the Federal Terminal Scent, if you find any of that Federal Terminal Scent, I need it. All right, especially in 7 mag. So if you find it, I need it. Pull the bullets and send me the bullets. You know, I'll pay you for the ammo. You know, so yeah, I need that. That one was probably the most impressed with bullet in my redneck testing that I've been impressed with in a long time. So yeah, I've been getting stuff from Midway. Yeah, I've been getting stuff from Midway, so hopefully we'll do that. Hopefully we'll get that taken care of. So here's what I wanted to talk about. Should I sell my Ruger 1022 takedown in order to get a Smith & Wesson M&P pistol, M&P 15? So yeah, Slav Guns. I will let you know. I'll let you know. That's just 1990s prices. Oh, that's how long they've been there. Sweet. That's that. All right. So y'all are thinking I shouldn't sell it. I really believe the M&P 1522. To me, it's much lighter. It's still a takedown because you got 2 pins. I just wanted something shorter with the suppressor on it for a bug out bag. Hello from Pittsburgh. Go Steelers. Yep. Yes, sell it. Not a chance. Keep the Ruger. I wouldn't sell it. Don and so. You know, I've never experienced that. I've had 1 or 2 of them. I've had 1 of them and I've shot 2 of them, and they were awesome. Yep. So, but to me, as a wilderness gun, the open magazine is why I wouldn't want to do it. So they've had a few recalls. Yeah, I bet they have. So that's that. But yeah, I know you can. So yeah, there's that. There is that. I'd much rather bug in than bug out up here. That's why we're in the neighborhood we're in. At least we're out of Anchorage. Much better idea to bug in than bug out. I was just watching Magic Prepper's video. Great video. In fact, I'm going to actually go look it up on YouTube because, yeah, it's I just watched it. It's like 10 Ways to Die While Bugging Out or something like that. Magic Prepper's video. And yeah, you definitely want to think about that. It's good. All right, come on. Why can't I find it? So, yeah, here it is. 10 reasons you'll die if you bug out. So, There it is. We live where people want to bug out too. Not if they're smart. Bugging out in this state is about the stupidest thing in the world. All right. If it's gotten, yeah, it started playing without me hitting play. Sorry, guys. This is a train wreck tonight. But yeah, that's the video. I recommend y'all go look it out. But I did see a 1022 Charger the other day with a folding brace on it, and I thought about that as a good one, and keep some of my mags, and then I have something already. One thing I don't like about the 1022 is with the subsonic ammo that I shoot through it, it's got issues if you leave the mags loaded. They're going to do that. Yeah, I don't have a suppressor for the PVC carbine. I don't have a 9mm suppressor yet. I have a 22 suppressor, and I'd much rather carry 22 than 9mm if I'm bugging out in a rifle. So I'm probably going to have that in my pack and have another rifle with me that's actually a rifle, like 223, 6.5 Creedmoor, 308, 7 mag, something like that. But that's that. I hate winter. I don't even want to think about living there. Well, just, here you just bundle up and don't be a wussy. All right. So love you, brother, but that's what it is. All right. Plus, I like skiing, cross-country skiing. My legs are getting a little better. Been out .skiing several miles. I'm not losing any weight because I'm not eating as good as I should, but that's that. So AR-15 with a 5.56 with the 22 conversion is the way to go. Yeah, it's a good idea. Didn't think about that. So I've got a 1022 with a story. One uncle took a shot at another uncle with it, and then they hid from the cops and gave me the gun. Oh, wow. Am I the only one, or is everybody else here a caliber whore? All I want is every freaking caliber and every kind of cool rifle in the world. No, you're not the only one. Yeah. So I've added it up. I have taken a, quote, big game animal that includes whitetail deer in Georgia for the majority of them with 9 different calibers. So I'm trying to think about, what I want to take to make that 10th caliber. Okay. So I'm trying to do that. So I have taken whitetail deer in here. So in order of power, I have taken whitetail deer with 223. I've taken a caribou with a 6.5 Creedmoor. I have taken a deer with 308, 270. I've taken a caribou with 30-06. I've taken a whitetail with a 300 Win Mag. Taken caribou with 7mm rim mag. I've taken my biggest whitetail ever with a 45-70. Trying to think, I know I got one more in there somewhere. 223. But I added it up one time. I've gotten a deer or some type of thing with 9 different calibers. So I wanted to do that. Sorry. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. All right. He came up to me and started grabbing on my leg. So he's going to be my helper tonight, aren't you, buddy? Okay. So anyway, that's that. So what else have I shot? I know there's at least one more that I've shot with. Anyway, well, that's 8, but I've counted it up. I've got 9, and I got rid of the 25-06 in the giveaway to the main man channel. So I don't have that. So it's either 6.5 by 284 Winchester or 6.5 by 284 Norma or 7mm 08 to make 10 calibers I've killed something with. I was going to black bear hunt with one of those this spring. So that's that. Do I need an aftermarket barrel for 9mm Glock if I shoot buffalo or hard gas or unwitting extreme penetrator? Yes. Yes. You don't want to blow your gun up with the unsupported chamber. Extreme penetrator is often +B+. Yes. To shoot 1 or 2 rounds or to shoot maybe a magazine? No. But, eventually you're going to get that bulge where you have the unsupported chamber. You're not going to be able to reload the brass and all sorts of stuff like that. So that's that. So, what I really like is not just a 22 conversion, in my pack. I'd like a 22 Magnum conversion. That'd be awesome. Yeah, dedicated rifles are better, that's for sure. Savage 99, 250 Savage, 300 Savage, 338 Federal, 358 Winchester, and 284 Winchester. That 338 Federal is a really underrated caliber. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. What Gin Glock? If it's 3 or 4, yeah, you definitely want a supported barrel. If it's 5, I think the 5th barrel is a little bit better on it. Oh, that's the last caliber. My 9th one is 338 Winchester Magnum. Yeah, that's right. Duh. Thanks, James. Yeah, I knew that. So big, grizzly bear with the biggest rifle I got. So, why not 338? So I need to use 10 different calibers to kill something. So should I go? Put this in the chat here. Should I go 6.5 by 284 Norma, or should I go 7mm 08? That's your 7mm 08, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's your 7mm 08. So, biggest whitetail I ever took was with a 357 mag Taurus pistol at 75. Not bad. Not bad. Right? But the Taurus pistol eventually broke on it too. But anyway. Sorry, just kidding. Everybody knows I'm a Taurus hater. Yeah, I've seen too many of them break. See, deer with 12 gauge, 270, 308, and 357. There you go. Anyway. All right. I'll never sell my 338 Federal. Tim Allen is saying going 7mm 08. Yeah. Clover tack. You don't want me to use your 708? All right. Clover tack says, Norma, obviously. Just got some Underwood Extreme penetrators. Is there a pressure issue with them? Or I do not understand the question. Answer that. Glocks have unsupported chambers. So if you run really hot loads, you can experience a pressure issue. Not generally speaking, but yeah, that's that. 7mm 08, 6.5 PRC. I don't have one of those. I'm not going out to buy one. So I would if I had the money, but YouTube cut my views in half a couple months ago, along with my money. So is what it is, right? So I don't have a 6.5 PRC yet. And honestly, I'm going to buy a 300 Win Mag next if I get one, just simply because the channel, it's Alaskan Ballistics, and that's the most popular caliber in Alaska, is 300 Win Mag. I'd prefer a 300 PRC myself, but it is what it is. He's trying to say that 7mm gives up too much power capacity above powder above 150 grain bullets. Yeah. Actually, I tested 120 grain bullets in the 7mm 08, and I got an inch group. So with the 120 grain TSX, that's what I was buying for, so that when he's 7 or 8 years old, it doesn't kick him too hard, and it's a really effective style of bullet. The tip TSX, he'll be fine shooting caribou out to 300 yards with that tip TSX and a little 18-inch Ruger American 7mm 08. So, but I was also thinking, because Brian Huggins got me hooked on this powder, I was also thinking we might load the 145 grain LRX in his 7mm 08. So there's that. So any predictions on when the ammo shortage we are experiencing will let up? When the Democrats get out of power. So you're looking, if we retake the House, 2 years. Yeah. So it's, remember after Sandy Hook, the 22 crisis didn't end for a couple of years, not up here anyway. It started when I was living in Georgia, and it took 2 years of living up here to get or 22 or so. And that's after I went through my divorce and moved up here and all that stuff. So it was a good year in Georgia and 2 years here for the 22 crisis. And there was still not a lot of ammo in other calibers as well. So, yeah, I wasn't impressed with the TC Compass 270 I had, but that's that. Yeah, we're SOL. Yeah, pretty much. Like I've been telling people, stock ammo every paycheck when it's available, because if you don't, you won't have it later. So there's that. My big bore rifle are 300 Weatherby Magnum, 338 Winchester Magnum, 35 Whelen, 375 H&H, 375 Ruger, and 458 Winchester Magnum. There you go. Got some little squirrel shooters there, huh? It's crazy. Gotcha. So, Sandy Hoax, yeah. There is that, with the 2 rooms that had unlocked doors. Yeah. So I there is that. I'm not saying that there wasn't that, but they did that. 300 Weatherby mag. Yeah, I had an opportunity on one of those a while back, and I passed it up like an idiot. It's too expensive. Based on 2013, about a year from now, it will start to ease at the local level, 18 to 24 months for online shopping. Yeah, there's that. And it's still going to be higher than it was. I mean, 22 to even when 22 became available, it never got back down to $8 to $12 for 500. Never got that. I was actually looking at the CVA, the new CVA. I know Hootie Who has one in 22-250, and it was actually a nice rifle. A lot of features packed in that rifle. Cerakoted finish. The stock's a little cheap. Okay. Threaded barrel. It had a good. It had two swivel studs for $5.99. You get two swivel studs. So that you can use a bipod. It wasn't heavy. There's that. Yep, I've been stocking on ammo ever since Obama took office. Me too. In good shape, but would love to learn how to reload. Yeah, I would too. Falcor Petra is the sweetest 300 Win Mag I can't afford. Yeah, there is that. So definitely that. Yeah, you can get components and rifles for black powder. I know we had Pyrodex a while back here, but people bought that up too. So, I don't think I have that many, but I'm above the 10,000. I think the 10,000 rounds of 22. I'm above that. You agree? All right. CVA has come a long way. They're supposed to be at the event in Talladega. I'm going to Monday. Looking forward to talking with them. Okay, tell them I'm interested in one. Tell them I'm interested in one. So. What's my take on the Savage Axis? All right. So I wasn't impressed with the compass. I only shot it a few times for accuracy, and 1.5 MOA was about what I was getting. I know a lot of people got better than that, but that's not what I got. And the trigger wasn't adjustable. The axis doesn't have a rise and comb, so you need a better stock on the axis, really. But other than that, again, 1.5 MOA, but I only shot it with a few different rounds for accuracy. Didn't really break in either barrel. Both of my guns I bought really cheap, under $200, and was able to use them for the channel giveaway after I used them for some videos. And so I wasn't impressed with either one of them, but the Axis was their better gun. The only thing better about the compass was the threaded barrel. That's that. There you go. Make your own black powder. It's easy and inexpensive. Yes. What's that? 300 Win Weatherby will get smoked to 300 Win. Agreed. My Savage Axis is horrible. Yeah, some of them are not good. All right. That's the thing. When you buy those $300 rifles, you might get one that shoots like a $2,000 rifle. You might get one that shoots like a $100 rifle. That's just the way they are. Yep. Yep. Yeah, but my 110, my 111 is getting about 1.5 MOA right now, and that's what the Norma's in. So I should use the 7mm 08 because it's shooting actually a little bit better as a Ruger American. And that's that. 222 will be the last caliber I give up now. That's a rare one. 222 Remington. Yep. It's a lot of fun, too. There you go. Love, love, love my 300 Weatherby. Howa $1,500 is the 1,500 is the $400 gun that smokes $300 guns. Yeah, now I had a Howa 1,500 Varmiter cheap stock in 223 when I was younger, and I only got one group, 3-shot group at 100 yards to even be half an inch. The rest of them were like 1.5 inches. Did lots of reloading for it, and it just didn't work out. I was young at reloading at the time. I think I loaded too heavy of bullets for the twist rate too, so that's my fault. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, a lot of people say that Ruger American Predator 6.5 Creedmoor, you're able to harvest 2 nice bucks in a doe. Yeah, and I love 6.5 Creedmoor. I got a nice cow caribou with my 6.5 Creedmoor. But I ain't gonna lie, the Bergara is expensive, but it's heavy. But man, is that thing accurate? That's my favorite rifle. If you wanted to go buy a brand new hunting rifle, buy a Bergara. You're not going to be disappointed. like find CVA breech plug for my CVA Magnum Hunter. They've been on back order since the beginning of COVID. Oh wow, yeah, they've been doing that. I'm thinking about something in 270, but my budget is pretty tight. Yeah, if you're able to reload and you break in the barrels properly, you'll probably get decent accuracy out of those. But as far as that is concerned, you definitely want, if you're getting 1.5 MOA, is about what you can expect with the best factory loads. Though some people get better, so I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, the 4570 auto is nice. Yeah, that's that. Hootie Who is in the house. How you doing? Good. Hardest working man on the internet. Got a video every day. Hey, buddy. So yeah. Hey, you like that CVA bolt action? You got yours is a 22-250, right? Hootie Who. I really liked it. They were $5.99. They had a 6.5 PRC and a 300 Win Mag. And as much as I love 6.5 and would like to have a 6.5 PRC, the 300 Win Mag is what it is. My buddy has a Bergara in 300 Win Mag, shoots well. I would get a Tikka, not in 300 Win Mag. I had a Tikka in 300 Win Mag, and because of the low comb and the shorter length of pull on a Tikka, it just 4-inch eye release scope hits you in the face every time. So no, I would not recommend a Tikka in 300 Win Mag. The Tikka Forest with the wood stock that has the longer length of pull and the raised cheek well, heck yeah, I would do that. So that's that. So Bergara is on my bucket list to get. Yeah, that is my favorite rifle that I own. That's what it's called. It's called the CVA Cascade. I couldn't remember what it's called. So my 300 Weatherby is a Weatherby Mark V outfitter with a 28-inch barrel with a suppressor on it. I bet you get some decent velocities out of a 28-inch barrel. You should load one of those 110 grain GMX and see if you can get like 4,200 feet per second out of that thing. So, big fan of TBE Hootie. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Hootie Who too. I try to watch him when I can, almost every night. He premieres his stuff when I'm driving home, though. So yeah, he never sleeps. Yeah, you got to plan your premieres around my schedule. I'm kidding. Anyway, he's actually great. Good interacting on his premieres. I don't know how he interacts with 400 or 500 people at the same time, but he's the man. Yeah, I question how popular 6.5 PRC will be in 10 years. When everybody replaces their barrels, I agree. So, is it better than 270 right now? Yeah, it is. That's that. Drop it like it's Scott. What's up, man? All right. Been a while since I've seen you. WHAMMY Gunslinger. I'm all about the 28 nozzle right now. Nothing else. I reload, so no biggie. There you go. There's actually a lot of 28 nozzle on the shelf here. All right. I will load a 110 GMX round. Oh boy, I got to see this. If you load those up, next time you're up this direction, we need to film a video. Let's do that. 300 Weatherby 28-inch barrel suppressed with a 110 grain GMX. All right, that's that. All right, that's cool. So I saw 6.8 Western ammo on the shelf for the first time the other day. I love the concept. A little bit bigger bullet than 6.5 Creedmoor for hunting. Same concept, long bullets for farther range. Not the greatest velocities in the world compared to bigger cartridges, but it's got the BC and it's not going to kick the snot out of you. My problem is right now it's available in Winchester rifles and Browning rifles, and I think both of those absolutely stink. And I don't want to buy a rifle that absolutely stinks. I'm not a fan of either one of them. I've had too many issues with the Browning I had. The Winchesters are just like, I'm sure if you hand load it and do it, that's fine. That's that. Finishing up tomorrow's video. All right, what's tomorrow's video about, Drop it like Scott? Let us know. All right. So impressed with the 28 nozzle when I played during shot last year. First experience. Cool. Vanessa Kitty is here. Okay. All the men saying hi to Vanessa. There we go. So there we go. 6.8 is just want to be a 270 WSM about. No, because the twist rates in a WSM don't allow for you to have the heavier bullet. Just like 6.5 Creedmoor is better than like 7mm 08 for longer range. Best shooting rifle I ever owned was a single shot handy rifle in 22-250. Don't spend a lot of money thinking it will make you a better shot. There you go. I had a handy rifle in 4570. It's what I killed the biggest whitetail of my life with when I lived in Georgia. 5 Ginex. All right, 5 Ginex. So Patriot and Dark says hi, Clover. Hi, Rebel. Hi, Scott. Hello, everybody. At Armament Axes says I have the fancy high-end model in 2506 and it's freaking lights out and really nice. Yeah, they are really nice. And what I like, if you get the right twist rate in that 2506, you can shoot those 131 Black Aces bullets, and you can get some nice drop compared to 6.5 Creedmoor. Like that Black Aces bullet is the only thing that, in 2506 that really beats 6.5 Creedmoor past 200 yards in energy and drop. Obviously, the drop is still better, but the wind resistance and stuff is a lot better in the Creedmoor. So that's that. Everybody said questions whether or not the Creedmoor will be around either, but that's that. Oldoc Simms, what is up? 25-06 is an awesome round. It's a great hunting round. There's a lot of people up here that have taken moose and caribou and all sorts of things with 25-06. Browning 7mm single shot. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. First rifle. There's nothing wrong with a good single shot rifle. I don't want one because of up here, if you run into a brown bear, I want more than one shot. But that's that. 257 Weatherby is king. Cool. So I met somebody at church the other day. He had a 257 STW. So is it taking the 7mm STW and necking it down to a 257? And he was talking about like 4,000, 4,100 feet per second. And he said he was getting 2,000 rounds of barrel life. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably not getting that maybe for hunting MOA accuracy, but not for half MOA match accuracy. There's no way. Handy rifle in 243 is a great gun. 264 Winchester Magnum, bit of an oddball, but I reload anyway. 220 Swift and Ruger #1. There you go. Hey, the thing about right now is if you have oddball calibers, you can find them. So there's that. Single shots yet? No, I've seen them on the shelf, but I haven't played with one. All right. Opinions on 22-250 deer, obviously. If you're taking neck shots, go for it. If you're not taking neck shots, you need to have the twist rate to stabilize 60 grain, 70 grain tip TSX type bullets or nozzle partition type bullets. So that's that. So, no. Yeah. So lever action, not single shot. That's what I was thinking. The long rangers are, somebody had a good video on it today. What was it? Rifle. I would just watched it. Let me see who that was on my. Let me look that up on my phone here and see who that was, because I literally just watched that video before I got ready to go home. It is Guns and Guitars. It's a fairly big channel. Guns and Guitars. He's got 191,000 subs, but that's the video right there. 5 reasons why a Henry Long Ranger is the best lever gun ever. Oh, man, we've got a guest tonight. Special Mr. Tactical Lever Action himself. Mr.
What is going on?
Real man of genius. Pat RMG is in the house. All right. So
I couldn't make it earlier. We had a big Discord meeting with all the ARFCOM people, so I was
gotcha.
Just dueling conflict or conflicting schedules, I guess. Yes.
There you go. So we're just out here playing around with what different calibers and just talking about normal stuff we normally talk about. So question for you. Accuracy depending. We have listed, I've got 9 calibers I've taken a big game animal with. What should be my 10th? Should it be my 6.5 by 284 Norma or my 7mm 08?
I think the 6.5 Norma, because it's different.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff fall to a 7mm 08.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of stuff fall to this. I mean, as a popular, caliber for a while. Hootie Hoo is saying 7mm 08. But we talked about this for a little while. Right now, I actually have better accuracy out of that little Ruger American 7mm 08 compact than I have out of the Norma, but I haven't tested my hand loads in this yet. So the hand loads did right at it, just under an inch, edge to edge at 100 yards with the 7mm 08, 120 grain tip TSX, right? And so I'm like, well, if it's shooting that good to 120 grains, of course, I bought those 120 grain tip TSX so that my son that you hear in the background can still shoot his gun when it's, when he's old enough, there's that. Have seen one at all yet on the shelf. Hendry dropped a lot of cool video here on it for deer and coyote. Oh yeah, the Long Ranger. There's that. But so I'm thinking about either one, but it really comes down to which one's the most accurate with the bullet I want to use. I've got a few places that I have black bear hunt on the weekends, just some quick places. I've seen some bears occasionally. They're kind of hunted with everybody else, but I thought, hey, why not? Why not just take one of those rifles and see what I got? I agree with you on the 7mm 08. Ruger Americans are awesome. My first Ruger American, I could get to shoot about an inch, but it failed on me in black bear country. The magazines failed on me. In brown bear country caribou hunting. After I got my caribou, I was shooting 180 grain noster accubonds, and they were just not going fast enough at 200, 300 yards to open up in that caribou. So there's that. So that's that. So Vincent says I should use my 7mm Remington Magnum. I've already used my 7mm Remington Magnum for a lot of stuff. We're trying to get a 10th caliber in there that I could take something with. So this is what it is. How about a whitetail at 75 yards with a 357 6-inch pistol with open sights? If I have any whitetail around here, well, they actually have started moving in. Whitetail and mule deer have been moving in from Canada. And they're shoot on sight. They're like no season, no limit, but you have to take the body to Fish and Game whole. I think you can field gut it, but you have to take the body to Fish and Game whole so they can inspect it for CWD. So me and my buddy Jason, when we were out hunting this year, he cameras for me a lot. He and I we stumbled across 2 dead whitetail carcasses. I did a little live video on it. Somebody dumped them in the hay flats in Palmer, of all things. So there's that.
Well, I'm wanting to take my 5.5-inch 357. I want to take a whitetail with it this year.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Armament Axes, do you think it will be rested? Absolutely. Do you know how bad of a shot I am at long range with the handgun? All right. I make Hootie Hoo look good. All right. Did you mention 2506 yet? Yes, I did. Yeah, it's a great cartridge. We mentioned that. I just don't have one right now. So that's that. So, but what's been going on with you, man?
Well, getting ready. We're going to a thing called The Gathering. It is March 16th through the 20th in South Carolina. Palmetto State, Avant Link, and all sorts of people are going to be there. So that's the reason I'm late tonight. I had to sit. Well, I say had. It wasn't laborious. It wasn't a problem. But we sat and we talked about content and what we're all going to do. And I think it's going to be a fun event. So yeah, that's coming up here in the next 14 days. So I'm tickled.
There you go. That sounds like fun. Jack says
4570. There you go.
I've already used a 4570 though. That's one of the things I've listed already. I've killed.
Okay, well then 6.5. 6.5 hasn't been listed, right?
Yeah, 6.5 Creedmoor has, but not the Norma.
Yeah, so, that's it.
Yeah.
Argument settled.
Yep. I bought some 110 VMAX and 30 caliber. I shot a whitetail deer. It's my 5th deer I ever killed with a 110 grain VMAX in 270. I had it going about 32.25, which wasn't max loaded, and is what it is. That deer was like broadside to me at 115 long paces. So with my short stride, that's probably like 96 yards, right? anyway, 115 long paces. It landed over 90 degrees. It was here and landed like this, you know, when that thing hit it behind the shoulder. 8 inches chunks of its spine missing. It's a small doe, just like all gushy inside. That's that. Okay, man, here's a shout out. I don't know who you are, but there's a shout out. All right.
970 Moto.
97 Moto. 970 Moto. Yeah. If you were 907, I would have given it to you a long time ago because 907 is the area code for all of Alaska. You know, we have one area code for the state. So 4570 in a pistol. Yeah, there is that. Good question. I use the Sig Kilo. That's my favorite. I love it. What about you, Pat? I know you do a rangefinder.
Sig Kilo was the one that a buddy of mine had. And yeah, this past deer season and watching him use his, that is leading me to purchase a Sig Kilo.
I've had 3 of them. I've lost one, drowned another. They aren't waterproof for 30 minutes or an hour when you leave your duck bag in the swamp, and you go walking around. So,
but then again, he had this little old cheap one that he let me borrow, and man, I wish I'd have scrounged some kind of name off of it. It was cheap, but it was actually accurate. I'll have to ask him what that thing was.
So yeah, the cheaper you go, the less good farther distance range you'll get, and the less quality on animals. So I have the Kilo 2200 or Kilo 2000. I have the Kilo 2000 now, and like on an animal, I can probably only do 700-800 yards. On a hard target, like a car or a street sign or something like that, I can do 2,000 yards plus, easy. But I've gotten readings on trees out to 1,500. So, but I live where you can shoot those kinds of places, you know, and you can hunt and shoot something on the next mountain. All right.
Yeah, no. Here, the biggest field I hunted this year, I think I had like 385 to the tree line. So,
yeah,
and those are cow fields. So, pasture field.
1,600 for 260. Yeah. So the Sig Kilos, once you get below the 2,000, I think the 1,800 might have it. They don't have the angle management. So if I'm looking downhill significantly, it's going to tell me the base of gravity and not the hypotenuse of the triangle. So you want angle management and whatever things you do. All right. So that's that. Anyway, so if your rangefinder only does the hypotenuse of the triangle and you're looking down, then especially at farther distances, you're going to end up shooting higher because gravity is pulling on the base of the triangle. Okay, now once you get out to like 2,000 yards, you got to factor in like the curvature of that base for the earth. But gravity is only pulling on the base of your triangle, and you're shooting down the angle. Okay, it's not actually going to affect your bullet as much. So that's that. I hit trees at 1,800 plus with my 1,600. Nice. So that's that. So 1,600 TBR. Nice. So apparently the trees is better with the Leupold. So good question. Absolutely good question. All right. So anyway, what you got coming up on the channel?
Oh, my channel? Basically, I am so far behind on everything. I'm focusing on ARFCOM, and then I'll get mine cranking. But yeah, I've got basically right behind me there. I know I can't handle it, but I took the Ride-On X3 Tactics and took it off the lever action and put it on an AR-15 so I can enjoy it in its intended form. And then it'll be promptly going back on the 30-30 because it pained me to take it off. So that's coming up. I've got all the Voodoo, that little Voodoo V22. I got that stuff coming up. I've got some shot shells. These things right here, this is going to be fun. I can handle shot shells, right? It's not a weapon. Huh?
They didn't say you couldn't handle ammunition. I've been handling ammunition all night, so.
Okay. Well, right here, I've got the Hellfire. This is incendiary buckshot. That's 3-inch 12-gauge shells. Then I've got what's called hog balls, and you get 2 60 caliber slugs that comes out of this. And then I've got the Super King Dragon's Breath. So that's coming up. I got to figure out some really cool targets. I think I need some propane tanks.
Yeah, maybe. That'll do it.
So yeah, that's coming up for sure. That's the quickest thing that I can grab a hold of. I just got to get time to film this stuff. That's the only thing that's killing me. I lost my computer last Tuesday. You don't understand. A YouTuber losing a computer.
It's the most powerful gun I have. 338 Winchester Magnum. It's for killing bears before they kill you. What about you? What's the most powerful gun you have? 4570?
The 500 Magnum.
500 Magnum beats your 4570.
Well, I don't know. I need to dethrone it.
A hot 4570 load should beat a 500 mag.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not actually by all that much, but it should beat it.
Well, in my head, I need to dethrone the 500 Magnum, which actually, that's another thing that's coming up. Going to North Carolina Saturday, instead of shipping the 500, I don't want to put it in a box. I just don't trust it. I'm going to drive over and get a custom-made Kydex rig for it.
Nice.
Yes. So my 10.5-inch performance center, we're going to wrap this thing in Kydex.
Yeah, and get some scratches on it for that kind of thing. I got you.
Well, it's the Cerakote is actually a distressed Cerakote.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
There you go.
The hog balls. Yeah, the hog balls are going to be interesting, James. The hog balls, it's literally 2 60 caliber ball slugs designed specifically for taking down medium-sized game.
There you go.
So 3-inch, 12-gauge with 2 60 caliber balls.
Yeah. Kip from Warwolf Ammo is a good guy. Before the crisis, we were trying to get all of his waterproofed shotgun shells up here because up here you need waterproof slugs really bad. So most powerful gun I have is my brain. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not relying on that myself. So
yeah, we'll pull triggers first and think last.
Yeah, I heard that. I've been hanging out with Juke long enough. Why not? Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I said that out loud again, didn't I?
So you don't have to apologize to anybody but Juke.
I don't usually do that anyway, so gotcha. All right. Well, I've been going about an hour here, and you haven't. That's true. You haven't been. So
actually, I've been staring at a screen for the last 3 hours. So yeah.
Okay, so you want to get off too. I understand. You're on some Zoom meeting that you're bored in the background on, going, yeah, I know.
Well, actually, I don't think it was boredom. The first part of it, we were going through talking about thumbnails and click-through rates and stuff like that, and then we talked about what beers we were drinking, and it's just like this whole good old boys thing.
Okay. Well, whenever you want to share the good old boy experience, let me know.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's that. Anyone see his Star Wars video?
Yeah, the Mandalorian.
Whose Star Wars video are you talking about?
Chuk did his Mandalorian.
Oh man, I trolled him so bad. Yeah. So he goes, if the Mandalorian were to go back in time, you're not a Star Wars fan. Star Wars, he would have to come forward in time because Star Wars happened a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So technically, the Mandalorian would have to come forward in time to use those weapons, and he should not go back in time. So, it is what it is. I'm just saying. Yeah, we can hunt with handguns. Yes, we can. So, yeah, I was hoping you meant my Star Wars video. I have a really cool Star Wars video over on the music writing channel. So, yeah, it's I thought it was good. It's two of my friends asked for a music for a lightsaber fighting thing they were going to do, and then they never did it. And so I just put it underneath my favorite duel of Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan and the Phantom Menace. And it doesn't really match the scene very well, but it's still cool, I think. So I don't know if you've seen that or not, but it's I thought it was a cool video. That's probably one of my favorite videos on the music channel. I'm just going to go ahead and post it in the chat because I want to, and it's my chat. So.
Oh, if you own it, you can do whatever you want to with it.
Yep. There is that. So. Of course, I have to search down all my videos for it. So I put it out like a long time ago. But
well, while you're searching, I'll interest you in some comic relief. The event that we've got coming up is sponsored, so we're all talking about this sponsor, and basically we're supposed to run around and plug this sponsor while we're having our event. You know, it's going to be a ton of fun. But anyway, they took and they was like, "Is that a 30-round mag in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?" So everybody was all like trying to shy away from that. And I said, is it socially acceptable to say both?
You ain't right in the head, man. Yeah, you are not right in the head. So this is what it is. All right. So there's the video there. Go subscribe to my music channel. Like I need that channel to get to where I can monetize every video on it, and that way I don't have to argue about monetization on YouTube. So there is that.
They hurt me on mine. I don't know if you saw my Instagram story, but that SME video, it's not a silencer. That video jumped up and it grabbed 52K like really fast. I mean, I'm talking just a matter of days. YouTube sends me this thing to my mobile app and says, "Congratulations, your views are up 104%. And I was like, pat me on the back. All right, They turned around within the hour and demonetized that video and cut the views down into the teens of views per hour.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, congratulations, you're doing awesome. And then.
Yeah, that's when you need to give a Clover tack an appeal on, because there's nothing wrong with that video. You're at a range you built. You're not showing off a silencer or a suppressor. So I guess maybe they got you for what? No hearing protection, safety rule? I mean,
no, it wasn't anything like that. Basically, they gave me no reason. I couldn't appeal it. I think somebody reported it. And yeah, we're just living in that time.
Yep, that's crazy.
Because when I uploaded it, it was green. So I did not have to appeal. So when they demonetized it, there was no appeal. So I'm pretty sure someone reported it.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, I've never had one jump up to like 52,000 like that. My top 10 bear guns video jumped up to 200,000, 210, and they killed it at 210. It jumped up to 210,000 views in 2 months, and they killed it, and it took another 5 months to get to 217,000 views. Daniel Ravenstar here tonight. That's awesome. SFW channel for YouTube. What's the SFW channel? I don't know that one.
Safe for work.
Star. No.
Safe for work.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, NSFW is not safe for work.
Gotcha.
I hang my head in shame.
Americans need to be rebellious. They comply with everything. Yeah, that's the problem there. I think this summer will be interesting, that's for sure. So, yep. Getting closer to my life supply of powder. How do you get a life supply of powder?
I come into a little treasure trove. 300 MP Alliant. There is just no load data, and I found a local treasure trove. Then I took and I started playing with it, and I think I've got about a good 357 load. So here I am at $23 a pound, and there's a bunch of it. I'm pretty happy on that.
There you go. People report everything. And there's someone who makes a wooden American flags, and Facebook took it down for inciting violence.
Yeah. See, there's this local page. My brother-in-law, he started this crusade. Well, anyway, there's a Facebook page called Biden Supporters for the L or something like that. And it's all of the Biden supporters like, I voted for you and you're not forgiving 50K of my student debt. And I voted for you and you're not giving me my 2K COVID relief and all this other stuff. Well, anyway, somebody got on there and posted, it's like, go report this page because they're spewing nothing but hatred. No, you're quoting people saying what they're saying, and it's not fake news. It's not getting fact checked. But dude was just so set on getting it reported. And anyway, everybody jumped on there and they're like, share this page just because, you think it's hate speech doesn't mean it's hate speech, and just stupid. But I've enjoyed the page. The page is very funny.
Got a baseball cap I picked up in Union Gap, Washington. What's your mailbox address? Hit me up on Instagram if you want to send me something. Oh man, scored some accurate 4350 from Midway today. Oh, nice. How's there some Varget? Yeah, I could have bought some Varget the other day, but I couldn't ship it to you. So there's no way from Alaska I could ship it to you.
I just want some Varget, maybe some 4198. I'm a simple man.
I saw both of those in the shop the other day. Last week last week before that, we were late to the stream because we went by the gun shop after getting what little YouTube advertising money we got. And we went by the gun shop. And they were allowing you to buy 4 pounds of powder at a time. And you could buy a sleeve of primers for $7 for every pound of powder you bought. And so I got 2 pounds of 4831, H 4831, and some hybrid B100. That's all I had. The day before, they had Varget, they had Superformance, they had all that kind of stuff. I bought 1 pound of Superformance the day before, and because I didn't have that much money, and then I got paid by Google. And after that, it was like, holy crap! I just got 500 rounds of small rifle primers because the only primers they had were small rifle. I'm like, oh darn!
I managed to find 2,300 Federal small pistol Magnum and small pistol at 700. Dude, nice. You don't understand how happy I was because I went down there and I was carrying around that pound of 300 MP, and the guy says, "You're local." And I said, "Yeah." He said, "I recognize you." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Where you live?" I said, "Just up the road." He said, "Do you need any primers?" And I said, "Of course." So I bought 1,000, and I was so happy to buy 1,000. I bought 500 and 500 Magnum and non. And then I went back on Monday, just walked in there, and he's like, "Hey man, come on back here." I've got 1,300 more. So from Friday to Monday, I got 2,300 primers at $7 per 100.
There you go,
dude. Happy.
Yep, expensive but happy. Yep. All right, Adam, good night. It's not expensive for now, but yeah. I need both Superformance and Varget too. Yeah, I got 4 pounds of Superformance with me. That's what I'm going to try in 6.5 Creedmoor because it gives me the best velocity, and it gives me a very similar velocity to what the factory load does. And so I should be able to just kind of match the factory load that shoots so well. So that's what I'm going to do in the Creedmoor. 8-pound tug of benchmark for $200 a couple days ago off of Arms List. It's not terrible. I bought one for $150 in the summer, and I thought $150 was expensive. I remember those when those were $109, $129. You remember those days, Pat?
He's at $25 a pound, and I was just bragging about finding that other at $23 a pound. So,
I paid $35 a pound for almost everything last week. Between $32 and $39.99 for almost everything last week. So apparently you're a lucky man for the finder. So
yeah. Because see, I had that 627 reworked, and when they sent it back, they left it set for 8 pounds double action. And he told me, he said, if you can find some federal primers, he said, I can tell you over the phone how to set it for 6.5 pounds. So a smooth 6.5 pounds double action, that's like.
No. Yeah.
Yes. So finding Federals, that was just the deal. Finding Federals, that's magic. And then I had another gun dealer local to me. He watched the video and he said, I've got some Federals coming. And I said, well, let's leave those in the ecosystem. I'm going to do mine. I've got 2,300 of them. I want to do my steward. What would you say? I'll be a fair steward and leave them in the ecosystem.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, I need to find something to load my M1. Is that an M1A or an M1 Garand? By the way, since the first baby is Barrett Wesson, do you think Garand Browning is a good second baby name? I'm just saying. We're not having one yet, but, Garand for M1, or Ronnie Garand, or John Garand. Not Garand. Garand is how he pronounced the rifle, but he pronounced his name Garand. And so I'm thinking Garand Browning. What do you think?
That's a pretty strong name. But, I typically wouldn't start thinking unless there was a loaf in the oven.
There's not that I know about, that we know about, but I'm just saying, Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like that Garand. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good name. I'm saying. See, babe? She's off camera right here. Just saying.
It's a strong name. It's a strong name.
It's a historical name. 2 historical, good gun maker, pro Second Amendment guys. John Garand. Yep, that's right. M1 Garand. There you go. When I talk about the rifle, I call it Garand, but he pronounced his name Garand. So there is that, John Garand. So. Yep. I could just call him Moses Browning Bost. What do you think about that?
I wish I'd have just named one Pat Jr. That's my biggest regret. He's 14 years old, and I don't know if I could get him used to that right now.
Yeah, there is that. So.
Yeah, I honestly wish I'd have made a Pat Jr.
That's a winner. I'd run with that name. None others that I know of either. There you go. Interesting, good name. I'm getting the look right now. Seems like.
Of course, you could name him Sue.
I could. No! Oh, did you hear that in the background? Jeez.
A boy named Sue.
Yeah. Stoner. We got Stoner here. Yeah. I just don't think I like Eugene Stoner. I think, he's a good guy, but,
Yeah, given today's age. Jennings Lawson.
Why don't I just name him High Point Yeet Cannon? Jeez.
High Point Braco.
Just call him.
Oh, speaking
Romanian.
Of which, did you see that slide cut? I've got my High Point with the slide cut.
Yeah.
I've got the best joke coming up with that one. On the back of the box, it says $199, so it was like $199 new. Well, I got it on consignment for $210 out the door, and 10 of it was background check. So that means I paid a whole penny for that fine slide work.
There you go. His name is already Barrett. That's who you hear screaming in the background. Tim is Barrett. That's Barrett is his name. I need to give good advice for names. Apparently, my wife has jumped in the chat. So
Courtney has entered the chat.
That's right.
They're a little intense in there.
Colt Creedmoor. Creedmoor's too much of a last name. Could be Creed Moore Bost. There we go. Creed, like, you know. Gaston. Yeah. Gaston. Yeah.
Yeah.
No promises, Courtney. No, I'm still. Garand Browning is a good one. Y'all have not given a better one than Garand Browning. Sorry, guys. Gaston. So, but we got to keep our name themes the same. Like, we can't go with Barrett Weston and then go with something else on a different kid. Now, we were going to do all musical terms, like harmony, melody, you know, those kind of things, cadence, all musical terms, you know.
Henry Garand.
Oh, Henry Garand.
Yeah.
Henry Garand.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Satisfaction or your money back.
Papa Miliano.
What the heck?
Oh, what was that? Oh man. Chuke. Back when Chuke got stood up for that gun deal.
Yeah.
What were we calling that? Muhammad oh dude.
I remember him getting stood up. The criminal guy that mugged somebody in the gun deal, and he was the next one in line, so he called him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What was his name? It was all up with that whole Hank Strange. Oh goodness. I'm gonna have to go back and figure that out. That was the best running joke for freaking forever.
I like the sound of Henry Garand. That's.
You heard it here first, Tim Allen.
Yes, you did. Just saying. So, all right, we've been going for an hour and 23 minutes. You've already talked about what you got coming up on the channel, but yeah, cadence is a good one. Musical term. So, as long as you don't use the musical term for slow down, you're good, right? So, I don't have a lot of musicians who know that joke. You know what the musical term to make it slower to slow down is, don't you?
I'm sitting here trying to think of it. It's right there on the tip of my nose.
To retard.
Oh, that's on my HVAC gauges, my air conditioning gauges.
Yeah.
And if it goes all the way around, it says retard. So you're literally like when you first hook one up and it's not running, the pressure's too high, and it just. I always look at those gauges, and it's just this thing that makes me laugh first thing in the morning. I'm like, oh, you're copping an attitude first thing. It's just funny.
I like Garand Henry better, though. So
Garand Henry.
Yeah. My wife says better than Garand is a first. It's only with one R.
I don't know this. See?
How dare you spell Garand wrong? Jeez.
I copied what Tim Allen said.
Yeah, he spelled it wrong too. Don't do that. Sorry, Tim. You gotta learn to spell. Garand Henry. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Gary. You call him Garand Henry. His nickname's Gary. You call the one that's screaming right now, Bear.
Gary now.
Bear's okay. No,
okay.
My kids, I've never called them by their names, and that's what's funny. They've never came home from school saying that people called them by names because I've never called them by their name. So,
so you're a lot like Bill Cosby. I'm Jesus Christ.
No, nothing like that. But they know who I'm hollering at just by my tone of voice. I could literally just walk through the house and just belt out some kind of just anything, and one or the other will come out of their room just by the tone of my voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped it. Tim says, yeah, I dropped the ball in spelling on that one. That's for sure. Korgoth. I don't even know where that's from. See, I told her it was either gun company names or Star Wars names. So, I mean, got to keep the name theme. You know, girls are going to be musical terms. You know, Melody is actually a pretty common name. You know, so.
Hey, you can just break loose and call him Dan Wesson.
Dan Wesson?
Yeah.
But the problem is we got Barrett Wesson. So if we have Dan Wesson and Barrett Wesson, it looks like she had him with someone else and married me, you know? So
I was just trying to think of a gun company that would literally be a middle and our first and middle name.
I was thinking CZ USA. Just
yep.
CZ. Hey, Jack, come here. So Henry Garand, I like it. Has a ping to it. There you go. So.
Ooh.
Maxim or Melvin Johnson.
Now that Hiram Maxim, the middle name would be silent. Maxim silencers.
Yeah, I get it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is that. Dead Air is not a good name, is it?
No.
No.
Mike Pappas.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, Mike Pappas. He's a hoot. I met him November. He's a hoot.
Yeah. I don't want to name it after it has to be a gun company. Hey, Beretta would be a good girl's name, Beretta.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, side note, did you like those Springfield stickers I put in that box I sent you?
Yeah. I did. No, actually, I haven't opened the box yet. I've been bad.
Really?
I pulled out the rail and I didn't look at anything else. So
you're mean. You're evil.
I'm evil. Chuck tells me all the time. I'm gonna go open that box right now. Screw that. Look at it.
I've modified an excess sights rail for his Henry. Sent it to him, and I threw a bunch of junk in there. The postage lady made me take it all out. If I wasn't under 13 ounces, the postage lady was going to make me take stuff out of it. I was so disappointed. I had all sorts of junk stuck in there, and I had to take this little piece out and this little piece out just to get it to 13 ounces.
So this is the rail Pat modified for me. You can tell he drilled a hole there. So looks good. I like the rail. The rail I like. And it's got all the mounting pieces and stuff inside there. And so that's so I can use the excess rail and mount a forward mounted scout scope or red dot. I hadn't decided whether I'm going to go scout scope or red dot, but I think I'm going to go scout scope because it's just so freaking fast. When you have something mounted right here and it's got no magnification or the eye relief is perfect, when you throw it up, it's there. It's like having a long sight radius for a scope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's people don't understand how fast it is. So, all right. I literally pulled that out. I did see the koozie. Gun Owners of America. Best organization to support. Other ones are good.
But I had a whole bunch more junk in there, and she made me take little stuff out.
Good guy. Exercise. Made in America. Oh, I got a Kel-Tec sticker. There we go. Hey, there we go. How did you know? You've never seen me park. How did you know? So, got a Brownell's patch. It's a mustache. Brownell's.
Pete Brownell had that.
Do you have COVID? Because I don't want to put this in my mouth if you have COVID.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Pete Brownell's had that brown or that big black mustache. They made a patch out of it.
CMG, Springfield. There we go. Yeah. Oh, now that's a good name, Craig Benelli. Oh. You should see the. Craig, what else we got?
I didn't even have to see Courtney's face on that one.
No, you did not. Gonna earn some America. So, Pat, I am impressed with the rail. I do love the rail. That's what I took out, and I just left all the stickers in the box. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole friend. So, yeah. Anyway, so ask Chook. I troll him so bad he calls me one too. But there we are. So we're gonna mount that, get that mounted, and I think we're gonna go scout scope. So. There you're going great. Panzer Wagon. Hey, now, when I was mentioning this on Hank Strange chat one time, this about naming my kid, 2A, Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms said, if you name your kid, and I have to see it on the birth certificate, Chrome Molly Vandium, I'll send you a free 50 caliber upper. Chrome Molly Vandium, baby. Chrome Molly Vandium. I'm telling you. Name your kid Chrome Molly Vandium. Okay? We can go legally change it after the birth certificate's printed. Okay? Just saying. Okay? It's a 50 cal. It's worth a name. I mean, what do we call them? Sue? Whatever. Chromo V. Chromo V, that's the nickname. Hey, Chromo V, come here. Chromo V.
The teacher's standing there calling it off, and she's like, CRMO, capital V?
Chrome Molly Vandium. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Tomorrow we have 357 Magnum versus 44 Magnum, and got some 7mm weight, some Alaskan bug out bags video to edit soon, so that's that. There we go. You can change the name afterwards when you turn in the Social Security paperwork. That's what I did. See? I think Barrett agrees with the name. He wants up the decal too. You can hear him in the background. All right. God bless. Take care. Don't forget our T-shirts. I'm going to put that in the chat one more time. Don't forget our T-shirts because they look awesome and best design I've gotten so far. So make sure. There we go. So that, yeah, I like. Oh, cool. Angry Pepper. Yeah, Angry Pepper's a good guy. I like him. And enjoy your 50. All right, guys. Enjoy your 50. I'm not getting one. All right, guys. Don't forget to hit the lights button. Buy enough shirts that I can buy the 50, guys. I need to sell like 800 of them. All right. God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range.